No. You can come next to me if you want. All right, we'll welcome West Virginia head coach Bob Huggins, and we'll open it right up to questions. We have 2 mic holders in the back with the blue jackets on. Put your hands up, guys. And just anybody has a question, throw your hands up, and we'll bring a mic over to you. And just give us your name and affiliate, please.
Jacob Thorpe, Spokane Spokesman Review. Bob, we so often get to interview Mark Few as members of the Spokane media, but you had him on your show back in 2012 in Houston. I was wondering what you thought of him as an interview subject.
I felt sorry for him. He was walking through the park, you know, like somebody killed his dog. And Frank Martin and I were sitting there doing, it was my coach's show, so I'm just trying to cheer him up, you know, trying to help him. Was he what? Oh yeah, no, he was very happy at the end because he got to, you know, put some digs in against me and my own show. So, I think we talked about fishing, didn't we? I think so.
Questions? Front left here.
Bob, have you heard from Jerry West during the tournament at all? And what does he mean to you and to the university still?
Well, Jerry is West Virginia. I mean, he's the most well thought of, the most popular, the most, and Jerry's been great to the state. Jerry still comes back. He's got a house at the Greenbrier. He's been fantastic. You know, Johnny played for me. I talked to Johnny more than I talked to Jerry, but in fact, I think Johnny's coming to the game. So I don't know. He means everything. I mean, he's such a good guy, such a bright guy, and he cares deeply about our state.
We'll stay on that side, just a couple of rows back.
Hey, Coach. Sandeep Chandok with the Spartan Daily, student journalist from San Jose State. So this Gonzaga team is one that oftentimes gets overlooked because of its conference that it's in and the schedule it plays, but it's still here with the 1 seed. That being said, how are you guys approaching this team in this game?
Well, I don't think they get overlooked by basketball people. I think the basketball people know what a great job Fewey's done there. They know the tradition. I mean, he may end up being the winningest coach of all time if he keeps going the way he's going. I mean, I don't know how you take that lightly. They got a great following. They got everything that you need to have a great program.
We'll go back left, standing.
Coach Justin Jackson with the Dominion Post. I was just kind of wondering, obviously you guys play in different time zones for your road games and the conference. Is there any major adjustments you have to make for this team playing on the West Coast?
Justin, you know I'm not smart enough to do that. No, I mean, we go where they tell us to go when they tell us to go. And the time zone thing, you know, it's 7:30 at home, so we generally play around that time when we're at home anyway. So I don't think it ought to be an issue.
And then just another question: you and Coach Few, how did you guys work out? How did your relationship begin? Was it just being in basketball places at the same time, or?
What's that with Fewey?
With Coach Few, yes.
Yeah, Final Four, clinics, those kind of things. He's actually fun to be with. I know he doesn't look like that, but he's actually a lot of fun to be with.
Stay on the left.
Kevin Kender, Blue and Gold News. Coach, you had a matchup that you kind of had to win against Notre Dame at the point guard position. Gonzaga gives you a couple of different ones, one at point, but then the one inside. Is there one that's more important than the other for you to take away?
Well, yeah, I think the guards because of the way we play. We've got to try to do what everybody else does, just kind of limit their touches inside. But I mean, the whole thing with us starts on the perimeter, so we've got to do what we've been doing.
Go in the front.
Mike Casazza from the Charleston Gazette. Bob, the basketball people you referenced, they generally regard them as one of the better defensive teams in the country. I'm curious what you see to explain that.
Who's
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga? Well, I think they always have been. They do a terrific job. I think they do a great job of scouting, so they know what you're going to do, and our game, to be successful in our game is about taking things away from people, and they do a terrific job of taking things away. And then they've got that great size inside that, not just size, but they're good, and they limit you to one shot.
Questions? Go back in the middle.
Jacob Thorpe again. I'm asking you to go pretty far back here, but that tournament game against Gonzaga when you got ejected and then Chuck got ejected, I'm just curious, looking back, what you thought of that whole situation, and was Chuck somebody who frequently had those kind of backs and forths with the officials?
Chuck's father was an official, so for a long time, a lot of the guys that we had, his dad broke them in, to officiating. So he had a great relationship with those guys because of his father. I don't know. Go in and sit in one of those locker rooms for a half by yourself and see how you like it. I mean, they don't put a TV in there. They had nothing. I mean, our orthopedic surgeon was coming in and telling me, what the score was, and then the NCAA people came in and said, you can't do that because I was sending messages back out. I mean, people think I'm a hell of a lot smarter than what I really am. If I can do that, I couldn't possibly do that. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, and cell reception in there was awful, just horrible. And I wanted to call my mother and apologize, for getting thrown out and embarrassing her. And she said, I can't believe you lasted as long as you did, the way they were calling things. And I just saw Mike Kitts in Buffalo. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's just, and I wasn't even talking to him when I got thrown out. It was the other guy. But he threw me out. So.
Any other questions? Go back up front, Mike.
Kind of just piggybacking off of that, the last time you played Gonzaga in the tournament, made some changes in the years following too. Did that, I don't know, the way that season ended and then the 2 seasons that followed, I don't know, what did that time do as far as shaping, I don't know, your response and how you've gotten back to this stage?
Well, they were better than us, but so was a lot of people. If you're talking about those 2 years, we weren't very good. They did a great job. I mean, if you remember that the year that you're talking about, if I'm on the same page as you are, everything went through KJ, and KJ had one heck of a year. I mean, when you're leading scorer, leading rebounder in the Big East, you're pretty good back then, and they did a great job of kind of taking him out of the game. But I mean, we really relied on KJ and Truck, and they did a great job taking both of those guys out of the game.
Go on the left by the speaker.
Bob, Ron Krochik from the San Francisco Chronicle. Gonzaga has obviously been very good for a long time, but it seems like they've taken a step forward this year. What if anything, is different or even better about this year's Gonzaga team from your analysis?
Honestly, I don't know how to answer that. I think they've been really good for a while. You look back at the players that they've been able to attract there. I mean, they've had great players, and I think we all know great players makes coaching a whole lot easier. They got really good players again, and I don't know, and Mark could answer that better than me. How this team compares to those other teams, I don't have really any idea.
Anyone else? Nope. We're good.
It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. I mean, I woke up this morning excited, you know, about being able to come and talk to you folks. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Just a reminder, locker rooms are open till 1:30. And after West Virginia players, we'll go back to Gonzaga players. It'll be Matthews, Williams, Goss, and Karnowski will be the three. All right, we'll welcome the West Virginia student athletes. We have Javon Carter, Nathan Adrian, Elijah Macon, and Tariq Phillip. And we will open it up to questions. Guys, we have 2 mics out there, and we'll bring the microphone over to whoever is ready. Don't be shy. Okay, back right.
Tim Modest from the Washington Post. Just for any of you guys, Bob's got a bit of an interesting and I think unique style and kind of way he conducts himself on the sidelines. Is that something that you guys has taken time to get used to as you played for him, and what is it like playing for him?
I think all of us kind of knew what we were getting into whenever we signed up for this, but, you know, I think that's kind of part of why we did. We enjoy playing for a coach like him, and it's what we look forward to every day.
Go in the middle.
Javon, your guys' press obviously puts a lot of pressure and responsibility on the other team's point guard. I'm just wondering what you've seen out of Nigel Williams-Goss.
He's a good player, you know, good size, you know, he's poised, try to play at his own pace. And it's us guards' job to make him uncomfortable.
In the back left.
Jeff Coyle, West Virginia Illustrated. Elijah, mostly, there's a team that posted up as much or more than anybody else in the entire country. You faced a team that liked to do it about that rate in Bucknell, but what will the challenge be for you guys when you go up against 2 7-footers who get the ball with great consistency?
Man, just to make it real hard for them. Obviously, we're going to front the post the whole game, but obviously you just make it really hard for them to score the ball, even if they do catch it. And it starts with the guards, honestly. Just putting ball pressure on those guards, and then just make sure we do what we got to do if they do get the ball.
just to follow up on that to Nate or anybody else who wants to take it, but he just mentioned, if they get the ball, your role to deny that entry pass in the first place so that they aren't even able to get into their offense.
Yeah, that's kind of what we try to do. We try to take away passes to make them, start their offense further away from the basket and make those entry passes harder and make it easier on our bigs.
Hands, any questions? Nothing? Okay.
For Tariq, you guys have had a number of close games this season. Something like that where you've been through, tight situations in the final moments of the second half. How much can that help when you're going into tournament play and you know that each time you step on the court, you've got a quality opponent?
We played against a lot of good teams. As you said, we've been in a lot of tough battles, so I feel like our team is ready for those kind of battles, poised in those situations. We should be ready if we end up getting into one of those kind of situations.
For Javon, I know it's a very different makeup of this team, but 2 years after the first time that you got a taste of the Sweet 16, what, if anything, is different this go around, whether it's just, that you've been there before, or how has this week leading up, you think, been different from 2 years ago?
This year, 2 years ago. It's totally different. It's a different team. We're playing a different team, different region, different state. It's just different. Everything's different.
Go on the front right.
Josh Peter, USA Today for Nathan. What do you think of Shem Karnowski's beard, and how does yours compare?
His is better than mine, and I'll never be able to grow one like that. Oh, yeah.
What about just beards in general? I think half their team is bearded. I think yours might be, you got 9 guys. Is this like if this were a beard competition, how would it work out, you think?
I have no idea, but I don't think we think about that too much.
Anybody else? Go in the back.
This could go to any of you. I think maybe starting with Nate would be good, but when you get into a situation like this, you're this deep in the tournament, and you've got a head coach like Bob Huggins who, he's been to a couple of Final Fours but never gotten that national championship. How much do you at this point, think of what it would mean to get him one, as much as you do, obviously, yourselves and the team?
I mean, I think that's something that would seal his legacy as one of the greatest coaches of all time, but we're trying to do it for ourselves, for him, for the state of West Virginia. We're trying to do it for a lot of things.
I mean, yeah, just what he said, man. I just feel like, this is for the state. Not only for him, but this is really for us. I mean, we put in a lot of work over the summertime. We do a lot of workouts, man. I just feel like, it'd be a waste of time to come this far and just, let it all go.
Oh, we'll go up front. Front left. Jim?
For Javon, why is the press so effective this year? Has it gotten better in your time in your career there, and why?
More experience. We've been doing it. This is our 3rd year at it. We've kind of seen what every team has to offer, and we have a good coaching staff that do a great job of preparing us for what teams are going to do, and we want to win. We're winners. We want to go in there and prove people wrong. We have a lot of doubters. We keep that in mind. Like Nate said, we're trying to cap off Coach Huggins, his legacy, give him a national championship. It would mean a lot for everybody in the state of West Virginia. It's just what we came to do. We just came to win.
Anybody else? Okay, we'll call it there. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. The locker room, the West Virginia locker room's open for another 10 minutes or so.